How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another Sunday BLADE-OSOPHY video, and today, as I have laid out here on the table, I'd like to talk about something that is related to traditionals and to traditional. The word traditional, as we can see here, we have some what is called modern traditionals and classics, I'd say, and the importance of these blades in the current knife making. In the end, these type of blades that have been made for many years and have been, like many others have mentioned, the knife has been man's favorite tool, or one of oldest man's tools, if not the oldest, apart from our hands and the rock. And how important these blades have been, this what we call traditional, in order to arrive to the modern era. How long have we had this type of blades with us? And of course, simpler, much more simpler blades. And how do I love these GECs, and especially single blades or Barlows. Specifically, Barlows are my favorite type of traditionals, and with particularly with double blades. I do love a single blade traditional, but double blades, you know, you have a primary blade with you, and then you also have a secondary blade in case the primary fails. I'm not an expert on traditionals, but I do enjoy them and love the work that is being done on them. And every time I grab that one, even like this one, this is a pretty cheap. As a matter of fact, it came free when I bought a multi-tool, and this is from Husky. And I've had this thing for like 20 years or something, and it doesn't have the best steel. As a matter of fact, it has a pretty cheap steel. I don't know if it's a 420, 440, something like that. But and not even, you know, with a good heat treat, but you know, it still serves for many things. And just when we look at these gorgeous knives, there's this sense of nostalgia, isn't there? At least for me. And it gets me kind of thinking how blades have evolved, and at the same time, we as humans have evolved with them, or they have evolved with us, right? The type of locks as different to slip joints without locks, and then we found locks, different kinds of locks, different materials, and sizes, of course. And till we arrive to stronger builds and more versatile type of blades. And so they have grown with us, and without them we wouldn't be here, right? We wouldn't be in this point with modern knives. Knives that are absolutely just needs a little bit of oil, but so light that we forget that they are in our pockets. Knives so well made that it's a joy to have them, to use them, and even to save queen some of them, right? Of course, I don't, but for those who have their safe queens, who are have that fortune, well, that's fantastic. When we have something that we appreciate a lot, but it has to deal with where they came from, how they evolved to have something like this, something with this shape, so strange when we compare to our traditionals, right? And yet, such a wonderful, wonderful tool. You may like it or you may not like it, but we can't deny that it's a fantastic tool, and the evolution of our tools, and how exactly how they evolved with us, and until we get something like this, something that is very close to perfect, and that sometimes it takes time to appreciate things. Sometimes it takes a lot of studying and knowledge, not just time, but to understand a whole lot of the knife and knife making, to see and appreciate details and the way a company functions like such. And in that sense, seeing this in traditionals and modern knives, that's what I want to talk about a little bit, in cross-reference to humanity, and how we really, for the times that we are living, we really need to rescue, in my point of view, traditions, to rescue the essence of what humanity really is. We have evolved to a point where we have started to forget manners, where we have begun to forget ethics, and it's been how do you say, we are just fake images, right? Facebook and Instagram and all of this, it's just, I think, gone way beyond, and how it all just transformed into something fake, something that we are not. And that's because we have forgotten our roots. We have forgotten our traditions. And you know, the past isn't all bad. There is there are negative things with the past, of course, but at the same time, if it wasn't because of all that, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have the chances that we are having right now. And anyways, I just think that as many have said in different traditions, thinkers like Ken Wilber and many others, Jordan Peterson, wonderful psychiatrist, and to integrate the past, integrate what we used to be, the good parts of what we used to be, and recognize the small details or the big details that might be wrong with our past, in order to make something better in whatever different shape or form. But in order to improve something, we have to realize where the weaknesses, where the mistakes are, right? I wish this bone had been dyed darker. You know, I love this blade, but it's not so well dyed, and well, I know next time that I want a darker color, and this is the one, this is the way it came out, but I know better for next time, right? And for example, this one I didn't pay attention, and it's stainless steel, and I really prefer high carbon steel for traditionals. Why? So that I can get this marvelous patina that is forming on this one. I don't know if you are able to see it, but I don't think so because of the brightness, right? But anyways, I prefer, that's my preference, and I learn from my mistakes. I learn from the past. I learned that I love these little scratches, and how brass has taken a darker color, and how the wood has become a bit oiled from holding it, from the oil of my hands. And those are details that it's important, I think, not to forget in order to arrive to better things, more practical, diverse, and wonderful things. Yeah, there are many wrong things out there, but I think as long as we keep on learning, we can make things better. When we stop learning, that's a big problem. And so I hear a lot of fake things. I watch a lot of fake things, like illusions, you know? They're just made up things, made to believe that something is more beautiful than it really is. And to appreciate really something, whether it's art, whether it's literature, and a good knife, or a fantastic relationship, we have to go through the dark side as well. And we can see this in many mythological stories, and how each and every one of those, they go through a phase of darkness, right? Even in modern stories like Star Wars, how they have to go through a phase of feeling the dark side, and we can see that and compare to older stories and see so many similarities. But that's by learning, right? And by catching all these things, and by at the same time looking at those things and relating to those things, because we have those same dark areas in different ways. But if we go through that journey through darkness, we will come out to light, and we will have had improved something in us till we arrive to something as wonderful as this, right? Anyways, just a thought there, and just wanted to talk a little bit about this, and for us to try to be more real, and not this fake politeness that goes around, you know. It's just a matter of being educated, but this fake politeness and that insults when you put out something that is a fact, or something that is true, of course, putting it in a decent, adequate way. But and it just insults a whole lot of people because of the way the world is shaping right now. Let's not forget about the past. Let's not forget about our traditionals. Let's not forget about integrating the past with the present in order to have a better future. Anyways, that's all for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to hear from you, from your comments. Professor EDC out. Have a great week.